Hey guys, Kevin here with Texas Veteran Lawn Service. Today we're going to show you guys how to sharpen a chain on a chainsaw. So there's a couple of things you're going to need. One, you're going to need to know what size file. Well, if you just happen to have your box that the chain goes to, like I have here, it tells me on there, file size 7/32. Now every chain is different as far as the size, because you can get a 20-inch chain that says 7/32, or you can get a 16-inch chain and on the back it says 5/32. So be sure to find out what file size you need. The brand that I like to use is made by Oregon. Now it has the file just on that back side of this little, it's just a piece of metal really, but what makes it unique is it has a little lip here. Okay, so what happens is the teeth, and the back side of teeth, now this is a full chisel tooth chain, so on that back side it goes straight up like this and then it tees right across, makes that 90 degrees. So this little guy here is going to fit right inside that little groove, and it's going to get that little sharp angle right up in there. So that's one thing I really like about this. It's simple, it's easy, I only need 2 pieces. There is a little handle that goes in this, I don't know where it went, but anyways. So I'm going to show you guys how to sharpen the chain on this Husqvarna 455 Rancher, so stay tuned. Welcome back guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start filing on our chain. What I have here is a Oregon Sharpening Kit. You can buy the different size files that you need. A lot of that determines what size file size you need. So actually this is a 24-inch chain. So here we need a 7/32. There's other information on the box too. You could have a 20-inch chain and it could have a 7/32. You see? Other things, like for example, let's see here. This box here of chain is a 5/32. It's a smaller chain for my 14-inch Husqvarna that also has a 16-inch bar, and I think we're going to get an 18-inch for it. But anyways, Oregon, you can check them out online. They have some great products. So a couple of things before you get started. One, you want to make sure your chainsaw is in a good position where it's not doing a lot of this. We're just going to turn it longwise, put it up against the wall. We're not going to apply a lot of pressure to it, so it should be okay. And you want to make sure the bar is also in a lock position. As you can see here, we can move it. You want it in lock position, so that way it doesn't move. And the second thing the third thing you're going to want to do is to mark your tooth here. Some people use a paint marker, or white out, whatever. Somehow just mark one of the teeth there, so that way you know where you're starting and where you're ending. So I'm going to start on that actual one that I'm marking, so when you rotate all the way through, you'll know when to stop before you need to switch to the other one. So you're only going to do every other one that's facing the same direction. So when you're looking at the chain here, you have some teeth that are facing this way, that angle, some teeth that are facing this way. So as we're getting started, we're going to stand on this side of the bar, and we're going to sharpen all the teeth that have that angle there. Okay? So it's going to be this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then we break here, and then we spin it, and then we break, and then we keep on going. And then we will come back and we will do the opposite side. Okay? And we need a little bit more room because of the angle we're going to need, so that's probably about right. Alright. You don't really need safety glasses, but if you want some, you could. I don't think you really need any. I'm wearing gloves because I just don't want to get my hands all nasty. But normally I don't wear gloves, but if you want to, you can. So on your tool here, this is a 7/32. Now, you don't want to file back and forth. That's not what you're wanting to do. You want to do steady files, steady pushes with a even amount of pressure, but not a whole lot of pressure. You want the file to do the work. All right. You want to count how many times that you're making your strokes. So you want that same amount, a number for every tooth. And so we're going to do, let's say 6. Okay. Now I'm going to give you guys a different camera angle when I go ahead and apply this. Now the neat thing about this is we have that little shoulder right here, and then we have the file. So that the top of that tooth is going to get right up in there in that corner, where you have that right there, or that right there, and it's going to get that angle real steep and sharp. So that's going to be what you want. You want to come back and you want to touch that tooth to where it's like a cat's claw. It just wants to grab your skin. That's what you're wanting. That's how sharp you want it. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Let me change the angle for you guys. Applying your strokes. You want to go. You only want to apply the stroke in this direction. All right, and then you take it off. So remember, you apply this direction, then you take it back, and then you apply that direction again. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do 6, I believe, is the number we want to start with. Four, 5, 6. Now I'm going to put a little bit more marker on there because we've grinded some of that off. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next tooth. Five, 6. You can really feel that tooth getting up there in this corner and really creating that sharp edge. I mean, I can tell just those six times. It's pretty sharp. So you can see here where it's connecting right there. You see here, so see that little tooth in there? It gets up there in that corner, and that's how it really creates that edge, that flat top, and then that curved edge right here, because it's going along that file. Now this file is one of the easiest ones that I've used, and I really like using it. It's keeping track of the count that's tricky. You know, what are some of your tools that you use to sharpen your teeth on your chain, and what are some of the methods? Feel free to leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at kevin@texasveteranlawnservice.com. I'd like to hear from you. Definitely post a picture of your chainsaw. I lost count on that one. Alright, we are now back at the beginning. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hop on this side of the bar and we're going to go this direction. Okay. All of the shavings right here, and you know that that baby is sharp. That lip that is on there is pretty darn sharp. Where are we at? Here we are. I would not want to have my finger in there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do this left-handed. Now that we have our area marked, let's see here. Here we go, this is it right here. Let me remark that. There we are. So now we're going to do the angles that are this way. So it's the other teeth. Right there. Alright. It's be a little tricky going left-handed. Remember, still only doing 6. Sometimes that first 1 or 2 is a little tricky. That's because they got little burrs on them from cutting in that wood, and they're rounded instead of getting an edge on them. So sometimes it takes a few minutes, or a couple of strokes, I mean. Definitely feel that difference. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop at 6. I'm going to cut a couple pieces of wood. So important to keep the integrity of that angle, because you don't want to veer off of that angle. It won't cut right. Well, that pretty much sums up sharpening the chain on both sides. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed putting it together. If you have any comments or questions that you'd like to ask, you can email me at kevin@texasveteranlawnservice.com, or you can leave them in the comments section below. I'll leave some of the other information, like where to find the Oregon sharpener, things like that, in the descriptions below. If you guys feel the need to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be fantastic. Other than that, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you on the next one.